we've been going through basically the instant on the ground scene there, which is great to set it as far as like what the logistics look like there. But all the while, you are, as you had pointed out, back in America right now, quickly within 2 days, I think you said, siphoning up a team together that is comprised of government people, including agencies and military, where you are coordinating to get people out of Afghanistan. So the first question is, were you getting like a master data? Were you getting access to like a master database of individuals who had been translators or just helped in, or as you had said earlier, like cooks in a camp and stuff like that? And it was your job to coordinate where these people might be right now, or to get in touch with them if possible. Like, what did the scene look like in America here?
Yeah. So I have a team on this side, and they have their computers open. They have lists of people. I have a team on this side who has computers open. They have WhatsApp and, the apps that we were using to communicate to Afghanistan. And then I have team over there who is talking to another agency, and this agency is giving them names and contact numbers and phone numbers, contacts, addresses. Then I have a team over there who is doing another thing. So the team over here is giving me, it's like, okay, there is these 40 people. They've been vetted. They've been vetted through like either DOD, one of the agencies, or State Department. Giving me the list. I'm taking the list, taking one look at it, kind of making sure that it goes through my like sort of a glance. I'm giving it to this team. I'm like, okay, this is a list. Give this list to the team on the ground and dispatch.
Who was on the ground?
This is the team that I built on the ground. And most of the people that are part of the ground are actually my first cousins. These are all related to me.
Okay, so when you're saying team on the ground, I was thinking of this wrong a little bit. You don't necessarily mean like the people working in special forces or agency or something like that. You were talking about literal native Afghan citizens on the ground who have networks to be able to help in any, let's say, like smuggling processes that got to happen to get people out.
So there's both. Because these people, the natives, can get in places without getting noticed, they're going to those far places. But the helicopters coming, these are special forces helicopters.
Yes.
So I'm basically like determining, but this helicopter zone is right outside the airport, so it's not far. There's open areas right outside the airport, and that's where we're landing these. We're bringing these people by cars, and then the helicopter is landing. So I'm telling this team to give these names to the team that's on standby, and they're going picking them up. Another person, I'm like, so they are, but the only team that exclusively only I was privy to and I was handling was those special forces teams. I was talking to them directly. I was like, hey, so these people, then this person would be like, okay, they've been picked up. They're en route. They're 5 minutes away from the location that they're supposed to be. That's when I'm talking to the guys, the special forces teams. I'm like, hey guys, they'll be there in 5 minutes. And that's when they start rolling and then go. And it's multiple. And this one is like, okay, that, because we had over 20 teams that were picking up people, and then they were like, okay, this other team is 20 minutes out from where they're supposed to be. And then this other volunteer comes to me, is like, okay, this other team is about to reach the HLZ. So every time one of those groups is reaching the HLZ, I am communicating back to the special forces teams that have the helicopters that, hey, this team has reached, go. The helicopter needs to be there to pick them up.
This is insane logistics from being across the world. I mean, and obviously, like, it's not like there's any language problems. You speak all the languages, so you can handle both ends of it. But still, like, we're talking, at least from my seat, how I'm picturing it, these are 2 5-minute window type things where you don't have a lookout who's going to, like, point out, like, oh, what's going on there? You know what I mean? If that. Yeah. You don't even have a guarantee of that. And yet you got to figure out, match government with resources like flying in fucking helicopters and shit. And then assets on the ground who you don't know where they are or what's going on or who's watching them. Yeah. And you got to bring all these together, and you're the guy on the iPhone on the other end going, okay, good, clear.
Yeah.
That's nuts, man. Thank you for watching the video, guys. Please hit that subscribe button and check out this clip's full podcast episode by clicking here or in the description below.